Hello everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster. Today we will be doing two things. We will be making preparations to head to the Flying Fortress, but we won't actually be going to the Flying Fortress. I am slightly underleveled for what I want to do there, so instead we'll be heading to Mount Gull and freezing everything to death basically and grabbing the third crystal in the process. But as I said, first things first, I want to go and get the Flying Fortress stuff, starting with heading to Melmond. If you remember in the previous episode, I got the Rosetta Stone on the 5th floor of the Sunken Shrine. What do we do with that? Well, in order to get the other thing we need for the Flying Fortress, I need to know Lufenian, and I need to find the right guy. Let me just do this. Otherwise, the area we need to get to, we can't communicate with the people there. So, here we go, we'll talk to this guy. Just a moment, let me see that tablet. This is the Rosetta Stone. This makes it possible to decipher Lufenian. Yes, of course, that's what that was. It all makes sense. Here, allow me to express my gratitude by teaching you Lufenian. Here we go. Lots of animated talking. There, now you can speak Lufenian too. Thank you, Une. I will see you in Final Fantasy III. So with Lufenian knowledge in hand, let's go to Lufenia. We get in our airship once again, and we head northwest. Remember, things wrap around. We want to go somewhere just south of Onrak. That's the yellow dot in the top right hand corner there. So we want to land here because this is the only place we can land that gives us access to Lufenia, and then head south for a long time. And I do mean a long time. There are no new enemies here though. So we're just going to keep on going down, 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 down. We'll probably get into 2 more encounters. Just the one. Excellent. And also, in between episodes, I restocked my high potions and ethers and healed everyone. Welcome to Lufenia. If you talk to everyone here, you'll learn about the history of the world. You should do that yourself. Also, the series' very first Cid is a ancestor of the Lufenians. So you'll hear about Cid a lot, but you'll never actually meet him. Before you leave, legendary warriors, take this chime with you. It will grant you passage into the Mirage Tower. You obtain the chime. Yeah, it's always that guy. They all look the same, but if you know where to look, then you know how to get the chime. So, to recap, you need the chime to get into the Mirage Tower, and then at the top of the Mirage Tower, you use the warp cube to get to the Flying Fortress. There. There's also a secret magic shop here to the top right. There's one spell and one spell only that they teach you here. It's the level 8 Flare. It's ridiculous. It's non-elemental damage that, as far as I know, ignores magic defense. It's busted. It's amazing. You'll see that very shortly. Maybe not in this episode, because a lot of the enemies we're about to run into are weak to ice. Here we go. Here's a good example. Hilgigus. Flare. Flare. Scales purely with intelligence. 450 across the board. Absolutely busted, and it has its own spell level. Really good. Okay, I'm going to make my way back to the airship. Here we go, back at the airship. And just as a rule of thumb moving forward, whenever there's a group of enemies, if they have an elemental weakness, I'll obviously be targeting that. If they don't, or they have high HP, then my black mages will be casting Flare. It's about to get very disgusting. But here we are at Mount Gull. We should have come here a lot earlier, but we are here now. Let's make a start. Okay, Mount Gull B1, and yes, we will be descending through the volcano. There are hazard tiles. It is the lava. Every time you step on a lava tile, you will lose 1 health, including the warrior. But remember, Hazard tiles on the overworld cannot put you below 1 health, but just keep that in mind. Keep an eye on your HP, because otherwise things could go very badly very quickly. Blizzagas and Blizzaras should be enough to see you through. Flare, again, is on a different spell level, so I can always resort to them too. No new enemies on B1, but there are on B2. There is also this massive maze, which is incredibly confusing and can be incredibly inconvenient if you don't know what to do. We're actually going to start here. I'm going to go up and grab this chest, and there's monsters immediately. 2 fire elementals, weak to ice, resists everything else. Maybe Blizzara will do it. Depends entirely on how they're feeling. Also, monks hitting for 900. Yeah, Blizzara's good enough. Excellent. Wow, warrior is doing great as a statue, bud. There we go. 1520 gil. We'll keep going. The second chest is here. Another monster in the chest. More fire elementals. And we get the mithril helm. Then I want to come back here and up. At the fork, I want to go left. Don't forget, for the Horn Devils, they're not weak to blizzard. In fact, they are resistant to it. The only element they're not resistant to is thunder, so whip those out. You should not have any trouble. They have that annoying AoE attack, but we are doing pretty well at this point. Ribbons, by the way, cut elemental damage by half. So, very useful to have. Okay, as I said, we're going to go left first. Grab this, another monster in the chest, more fire elementals. And we get a great sword. Hey, that's nice. Okay, and we're going to go around. Grab the 4,150 gil. Come all the way up and around. And we actually want to go down here. New enemy though, Fire Hydra. Weak to, you guessed it, Blizzara, or Blizzard, or Blizzaga. But yeah, nice and easy. Excellent. We're going to go down like so. Grab these 2 chests. More monsters, more fire elementals. Get 1,250 gil. 1,295 gil. And then down and around. Yeah, it's very easy to get lost here. Pyralisks. Oh, they're annoying. They're also very dead. They're resistant to fire, remember, but at this stage they have so little HP, that even a firer will kill them. Talk to that guy if you want to get into an encounter, but otherwise mithril gloves here, mithril helm, high potion, tent, 1,975 gil, monster in a box, lava worm, new enemy, similar to the sandworm, weak to ice, weak to getting punched in the face too. I've never seen Lava Worm do Earthquake, though. But there's that. There's an antidote. There's more monsters. 1,455 gil. Even more monsters. 1,520 gil. 1,760. Mithril Shield. Mithril Axe. And a Phoenix Down. You should have 18 chests at this point. The only way of getting out of this maze, if I bring it to full, you have to go back around and leave through that middle door that we haven't opened yet, like so. We'll go around, talk to that guy if you want to get into an encounter. I'm not going to stop you. And down, and we are out. That is all the enemies, by the way, in B2, but we have a few more to find. We can, no, let's not flee. Let's not flee. Don't press flee accidentally. But there's no more here on B2, and no more on B3 either. There are dead ends though. We just want to head right. By the way, any encounters with lizards, hillgigases, or ankegs are excellent candidates for flare. I'm just going to put that one out there. Blizzard or Blizzara should do that. I'm not going to risk a blizzard. I want to kill the enemies in one turn. B4. There are 3 new enemies on B4. Let's see if I can find them. That's the first one. Fire Lizard. You'll never guess what that's weak to. You know what? Let's just do Blizzard. See what happens. Oh, he gets punched in the face. That's good. There's 1. There's 2 more to find. Okay, second one. Fire Gigas. Exactly the same as the Hill Gigas, except a bit more HP and weak to ice, unsurprisingly. Yeah. Nothing more to say, nothing more to show. With regards to that, one more to find. Hopefully I'll find it. Okay. I've been at this for 10 minutes, but I finally found it. 7% chance of appearing, by the way. I know, I checked. Red Dragon, weak to ice. You have one Blizzaga charge left. I had to use Ethers on you, but yes. We're good, we're good. The Blaze attack, though, can hurt if you're a low level, so just be aware of that. We're level 42 now, nearly level 43. Yeah, that's something that happened. Let's move on. Stairs in the bottom right hand corner will take us to here. One big maze, but we want to go down, left, and then down, like so. Squeeze in here, and then down, and then we just keep going. Like so. Try and avoid the lava tiles where we can. God, the hellhounds are quick, but they're pathetic, so we don't worry about it. And all the way to here. Excellent. This next part is a bit of a maze, but don't worry, I'm going to guide you through it all. Starting with this door. There are 2 chests and a random encounter, apparently. Goodbye, Fire Gigas. Get fisted. Thank you. Here we've got monsters and a gold needle. And then here we've got more monsters. By the way, whenever there's a single enemy, at this point, I'm just trying to save my Black Mage charges and use the Monk's Fists or the Master's Fists instead. 2,750 gil there, and then we head down like so. Here there is one chest for 1,760 gil. Then I head up here for lots of chests. We've got an antidote, monsters, 7,340 gil, monsters, a flame shield, ice brand, and 1,380 gil. Ice brand is a sword that's ice. Flame shield protects against fire. We need none of that. Anyway, we're going to keep on going down this way. Not doing a very good job of avoiding the lava tiles, it has to be said. But honestly, at this stage, I am level 43. I'm feeling really good about myself. There is a mandatory encounter in here. It's just a lava worm. Bye-bye. Thank you. And here we've got 1,155 gil and 1,150. Then I want to head out and to the right, up and around. Oh, there's a red dragon. Thanks for turning up, dude. Much appreciated. Get fisted. Alright, where was I? Down here. 3 chests, 2,000 gil, a cottage, and a potion. I'm just going to heal up here. We're beginning to feel it a bit. Yeah, I'll ether Black Mage 1 as well. Why not? I've bought them, might as well use them. And then we keep going down, back to here, and down and across. And in this chest room, treasure, I don't know. I've been punching and setting things on fire / icing / bolting things for a long time. In this room, we've got monsters in the box, just a fire lizard. I'm just going to talk through it. Screw it. Why not? Fisted. Down you go. We have staff. All that for a staff. And more monsters. It's another fire lizard that also gets fisted. Thank you very much. 1,250 gil. Excellent. Make sure you have 33 out of 37 chests. Otherwise you have missed one. And head down. Okay. This room is split into the Union Jack. There are many rooms. I feel like singing God Save the King for some reason. And we're going to start by heading to the southeast. If we go down here, long walk. Eventually, we'll come to this room, which has a chest for a potion. Then we're going to head out and go into the room directly north of us. Like so. And in here, we have to go all the way down for another potion. Fantastic. After that, we want to go into the room north of us again. And here is the 36th chest. And a red dragon, apparently. Yeah, I'll fist this too. Why not? There you go. Thanks for playing, dude. grab this chest for a potion. And then in this little Union Jack, I want to head to the West Room last. Like so. Whee. Oh, by the way, you'll notice that the warrior is now on 1 HP and will stay on 1 HP now for the rest of the game. Lucky him. Finally, there's this West Room. There's a mandatory encounter against a fire lizard. Thanks for playing. Give me your experience and your gil. There's monsters in the box, which is a red dragon. Ooh, the red dragon got the first turn in. Good for you. Get fisted. That's for flame mail, which again, I'm not going to use because that's for the warrior only. And then I want to head southwest. Get fisted. Like so. All the way down and across and up. Boss time. Before that though, make sure that you have at least one level 4 spell charge and some level 2 spell charges. And I'm also going to just heal up. Let's not take any risks. And let's talk to the Red Orb. So you are the ones who defeated the fiends of earth and water and roused Marilith from her slumber. The power of the burning flame is mine and mine alone. Those who would oppose me shall burn in hellfire. Let's go! Marilith! Fire fiend, and therefore weak to ice. How interesting. But we are using a different strategy, remember. Giant's gloves, cast saber. On my master, haste for the double hits and temper for the boosted attack. Marilith can cast dark. That's very double plus ungood if that goes off. However, that's not happened. 1 in 7 chance of that happening. Same with hold. If you see hold happening on the monk, it might be a reset angle. Resort to flares and blizzargas if that happens. After the giant's glove, we can just go to the master attacking, and with haste not stacking, I now just want my black mages casting temper in perpetuity. Is that a word? Feels like that's a word. Marilith though only has 1440 HP and therefore goes down to 1 fisting. Lots of fisting. I really should be more careful with my words, or maybe not. Marilith down. There you go. No fanfare. Rekindled flame for restoring the fire crystal's light. Excellent. Let's get the hell out of here. 3 crystals down, 1 to go. Let me show you where the 4th adventure is going to start. We're going to head straight north. And we're just going to keep on going north. And eventually, there's this massive desert with this tower, the Mirage Tower that I discussed earlier. The only place we can land the airship that's mildly convenient is here. I think, no, you can't land it there either. Yeah, this is the convenient place we can land it. And this is where we're going to pick up in the next episode. Between episodes, I will head to Cornelia in the middle of the map to heal up and get my items. You will need 99 high potions and 99 ethers for this next bit. Trust me. But until then, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye bye.